Hello everyone, my name is Rajarshi Dhar. I'm Associate Director with Frost & Sullivan's Security Practice. For people who do not know Frost & Sullivan, we are a global business consulting organizations. And what we typically do, we track mega trends, we track new technologies, we also track emerging business concepts. And over the process, we come across a lot of companies, both established as well as fast emerging. And I think it's a pleasure to meet you, Neehar, for this candid chat, to hear about the company that you represent, 63SATS Cybertech, which we should say we have been hearing a lot about this company. So I will start by asking you this question, Neehar. If you can give us an overview about the company 63SATS Cybertech, when was it founded? What is the portfolio? What is your target audience? And what's your larger vision as a company? Again, taking into the view the security aspect of what you see in India as well as your India focus.
Welcome to this expo. As you see, we are the title partner here. This is our second year and we find it very interesting to be here. This company is in the second year of existing, belongs to the 63 Moons Technologies group. And I've been with this company for the last 18 years. I've been protecting the networks and the exchanges that we had. So post-COVID, when we saw cyber crime increasing, attacks, India being the number 2 country in the world, our mentor and coach, Shri Jignesh Shah, he had this vision of protecting our companies in the country as we protected our infrastructure for the last 25 years. We faced a lot of attacks, but no downtime. With this vision, we wanted to also protect the common man. So with this, the company 63SATS was formed, and interesting, the name comes as satellites of 63 moons, which protects our customers globally wherever they go. And with the portfolio, we are a 360-degree cybersecurity company. We not only touch upon businesses like enterprises, SMEs, also look into critical infrastructure, and we have an app for the common man. We just launched in August last year and already doing a lot of downloads and installs.
Perfect. I think that's a great introduction, and I think you highlighted the point that there's an app for the end user, right? Normally, we do not see a lot of companies focusing on that segment of the target audience, but an excellent thing, fantastic. Now, if you talk about the cybersecurity industry, I think this is one of the fastest growing industry things that we are seeing of late, and because of obvious reasons. Now, if I have to ask you, since you are in this business and understand customer vibes, what are the 3 transformational trends that you are noticing in the cybersecurity industry, and how are these trends are actually creating opportunity for you as a company?
The first trend, which is not even noticed, it is by everyone is hearing about, is AI. Yeah, AI is a double-edged sword, we say. It at the same time that it helps you create a resume, reply to email, check your legal documents. At the same time, AI is now being used by hackers to penetrate defenses faster. The speed of AI growing is so fast that humans are not able to cope up in defenses. So what we provide is AI-based cyber defense, because AI versus AI is the only way that we could block such threats. At the same time, AI deployment across organizations for their LLMs are also getting deployed in such a rate that security has been missed out. So there's a common example where a receptionist adding a few prompts, correct prompts, could ask the CEO's salary. So to stop that, we put in guardrails around your implementation of your AI. That's one trend. Second trend is about digital identity. As number of connected devices are going to be 10x of the human population, and almost everyone is getting connected. Now, everything in this world requires an identity, is what we are focusing and going to provide on. And third is cyber resilience. Cyber resilience is attacks are going to happen. You are going to defend them. At the same time, business is going to continue. Yeah, so it is just like a small attack or a large attack, but the entire portfolio is defended with AI, with our IP that we are going to give. and business continues. So the resilience is the next trend which is catching up, and we cater to all three.
Perfect. You touched on AI, and I think AI is a result of innovation,
Right.
right? And cybersecurity and innovation goes hand in hand. You cannot have cybersecurity built in, meant for today, without innovation. So, how big is your innovation R&D focus, and what are the various other things that you're looking as part of your R&D or innovation strategies for within your company?
So if you see the DNA of 63 Moons Technologies, it's a completely IP-based company. We were never into numbers of manpower or services. So if you see, all our past companies have been innovation in a sector that was unheard of. Yeah, right from exchanges in commodities, India's first energy exchange, Dubai Gold Commodity Exchange. The entire thing is innovation. The same innovation we bring in cybersecurity, and we have a large research and development team which caters to the common trends which are happening. We source the dark web. We have access to dark web where we keep looking at what's happening in Telegram groups, just to understand what is the next attack vector going to be. And this team caters to that. Also, we have very good services in red teaming and DPDP. So we not only do a attack breach to understand how your security posture is, but at the same time we get you into compliance on the data privacy part.
Now, if you talk about security, right, there are two aspects. We, at least today, customers understand that there is a need to invest on security, and that is where emerging technologies, emerging concepts, they are being adopted by all these end users. Now, there's a second aspect to it, which is regulation, right? The critical infrastructure vertical, typically the banking, the financial
Correct.
services, even if you talk about, for example, the energy and utilities vertical, the transportation, the telecom, they are also having their own set of regulations that they need to comply to.
Correct.
Again, said so, DPDP Act, which is again making a lot of sense today, is the first India's comprehensive
Yes.
digital protection law.
Absolutely.
And I think companies are today investing or aligning themselves to ensure they are aligned to that act before the deadline ends.
Yes.
Now, you as a company, you as a forward-looking provider, how do you ensure that these end users comply with this set of regulations, be it the horizontal DPDP Act kind of regulation or the sectoral regulations? How do you help them embark the journey?
So SEBI, a couple of years back, launched their SEBI CSRF guidelines for SEBI regulated entities. We studied the guidelines, we decrypted it and made it into a common one single template. What are the things that you should do daily, what you should do monthly, and what you should do quarterly, and what is the frequency and what data has to be done. So we help companies. We have a site where you could actually answer a few questions, and on a meter tells you where you stand on 0 to 100. For that, DPDP is a new subject. We have data privacy. We are one of the highest data privacy officers that we have trained within us. DPDP not only caters to your implementation, but there is also a legal side to it, because you have fines up to 250 crores. We have tied up with Pawan Dugal Associates. They have come to us stating that we would be doing a joint venture together. They will handle the legal part of it. We will handle the entire implementation and the assessment. And there are around 5,000 companies which are immediately waiting to be worked upon.
Fantastic. I think that's again answers the question that you are aligning, you are helping customers actually keep them compliant to all these regulations,
Yes.
whichever industry vertical they serve. Fantastic. Now, being in this industry, and I think you have seen, at least for a couple of years, you have seen a transformational change, right? For you as an organization, as a provider, what are the 3 aspirational goals that you would have today, and where do you want to see maybe 5 years from now? Not very long, but again, a mid-term 5 years plan. Where do you want to see positioned as a provider?
So the advantage for us, we are a new age company, just 2.5 years old. So we come with a very fresh mindset. Our tie-up with Israel is for the tools that we use, which are the latest in the market. We aspire to be the most critical backbone of the nation's cybersecurity. The entire nation, we want to protect the companies and the individual. And in the next 5 years, we think we should be leading in protecting the nation and critical infrastructure.
I think with the roadmap that you have talked about, the kind of products and the strategy that you just iterated, I think that will surely give you some kind of strong positioning over the near future. Excellent. One thing I just want to talk about is that while growth is there, but it's not easy to achieve, right? There are roadblocks, and much like any other industry vertical, security would also find this roadblock. So what, according to you, are the main challenges, or what are the roadblocks that you see in the India market? Is it more about competition? Is it more about unawareness? Is it more about products not been marketed or positioned? What is the roadmap that you see as on today in terms of when you reach out to customers?
So, major roadblocks, blocks that we find in today's industry is awareness is definitely one of them. Everyone says ki it will happen with him, but not with me. So there is some level of complacent, unless it happens with you. This is growing. People are getting aware. There are a lot of national initiatives like I4C and all pushing digital awareness. Companies privately doing it. Awareness is absolutely a must. People still think that it won't happen with us. Second roadblock we feel is the implementations that have been done in the country. Maybe you install a firewall, but the firewall is utilized only for 20%. No one tweaks it to 80%. At 63 Moons Technologies, when we configured our firewall, we actually made it to 90%. Utilize everything. It should not be a box came and next, install done, and the engineers moves out. So there we see a block that we have to start again. So our gap assessment gives a completely different portfolio of where they actually be. Our red teaming service has 100% breach wherever we have been appointed. And regulations are changing. India made the AI Act a template just before the AI summit, just 6 days before, because they knew that after the summit it's going to explode. They wanted to put some guardrails there. So regulations are coming in. DPDP enforcement is going to change a lot of things. And I think, yes, there has to be government budgeting need to increase towards AI and security.
Perfect. Before we wrap up this quick conversation, one last question I have, Neehar, for you. What is your suggestion, since you have been in this industry, what is your suggestion in to companies who are trying to secure their IT assets there and maybe moving to the journey from on-prem to cloud, typically a hybrid structure? So what would be your advice? What would be your suggestion for this set of companies?
So I would suggest that do not look at it isolated problems. Do not look at one department connecting to cloud while the HR is connecting to a cloud movement. Other departments are going to something. The entire problem or the security posture has to be looked upon on a higher level and with a 360-degree approach. And that's where we come in and tell you exactly where should we fine-tune or what should be applied where. We do not say that you buy all the services from us. We tell you the gaps. We say whoever you're paying, they should do the job rightly. Yeah? And that's how we are going to secure our country.